Okay, I think it's recording. It was recording, I just didn't know. You can't see with these LCD screens. So I got the ZV10 and the ZV1 Mark II recording at the same time. So one is on a Rode Wireless Go mic. Which I hope has enough charge. If not, I can unplug both and just use the what they call the dead cats on top of each camera. So the ZV10 was an upgrade from the ZV1, or I mean the ZV1, which was an upgrade to the RX100s, all right? Or 1000s, I can't remember. And I have improved a lot of things, but the ZV1 Mark II has no time record limits, and it doesn't overheat much anyway. I do not have to worry with it being partly cloudy. I just have to worry about the disk storage. So I have the ZV10 plugged in to the small battery charger, I believe. Yeah. Instead of the 110 volt, which I got the ZV10 plugged into. I mean, nice thing with the dummy battery for the ZV1 Mark II, I can plug it into an adapter which can plug into the 110 volt. I can plug it into a USB, which wasn't working very good with the car. So I just plugged it into the external battery, which I know works well. Now it's just looking to see if I can make it home. That small battery should last me about, I believe, 6 hours. And I think it'll only take me about 2 hours of driving. So I know both will work. As long as they don't overheat, I think we'll be fine. So there's a lot more homes on this side. Bird baths. Okay, so I'm jotting down on my memory all the different things around here. When I retire, I'm going to be taking a lot of country roads, and you guys along with me. Like what my dad used to do with his camcorder. Seeing Terry Hazelwood and some family members again. First met him in Colorado. So this is interesting too. I'm seeing more homes on the west side being built. Sure hate to see that. I mean, I think Houston's too big. Don't know much about the Dallas area, but I don't want San Antonio to become like that too. Dead animals, folks. So you can see I got the air conditioning on at 66 degrees. Gas station with a Burger King. Not finished yet. Well, I see a loop here. I think that's from 410, okay, to 1604. I may be wrong. So I'm looking at the navigation. I don't know which way to go. So if I go straight, yeah. All right, this is US 90. All right. Turn down the air conditioning a little bit until I start getting going again. So I got the ZV10 to the left of the ZV1 Mark II. So the Mark II is on the speaker in the middle of the car, and the ZV10 is just to the left to it, but using the driver's well and the speaker for propping to center it. And then I got two rubber feet or rubber tabs that go on an incline to kind of help the camera get over watching the hood, but you can still see it. different perspective between two cameras at 70 miles an hour now. And there we will be hitting a lot of construction, by the way. Once we hit the north side and make that turn to the right, so I don't think you will see 410 at all. That's right, because 410's a loop. So you saw 90, you'll see Interstate 10 come up. That's what it was. So I took Interstate 10, and I don't think I went to 1604. I just stayed on the west side of Interstate 10. Then went back on North 410 to loop, or to Interstate 281 to 1604. I try to avoid the construction, but today you're going to see the whole thing. So I'll name the first video Traveling 1604 Part 1, and then Part 2 will be to the ZV1 on that footage, and Part 3 will be on the ZV1 Mark II for the second half of the journey. So where I ended up, I started at the northeast sector and went down all the way to the southeast sector. So now I'm traveling, or the southwest sector I should say. It was about, what, 180 degrees? So now I'm making full circle on the other way. So here's Military Drive. And then you're going to see what? I-10. Unless I've already passed it. So now you're going to see more city homes. So the west side really boomed in growing homes because of the Bandera and other communities out here. You don't see all blue sky, you see clouds, so that makes it interesting. I don't know if it's going to rain, but I'm going into more clouds. Makes me nervous when you see vehicles get in your lane without turning on the turn signal, folks. Welcome to Texas. You'll probably get in the right lane. Yeah, he's one of those that goes in the right lane, speeds up, gets in front of you. So it's 70 miles an hour, but I'm going the speed of the traffic, or the flow of traffic, you should say. The only thing is you're going to get this stop and go traffic, especially during construction. And I don't know if they're working on Saturday. So anyhow, that's what's going on. I'm going to get in front of this white vehicle right here, where that truck is. As you see, he's speeding up. Glaber coming up. I don't know what the Stotzer Freeway is. Okay. In the left lane so people can get on. So Glaber is a pretty big road over here. You can see a lot of cars getting off. There's the gyms. I like gyms. So, if I had a Canon or a Nikon, they may overheat, except for the ZFC with the small rig cage that I have on it. I'm going to order me another one for the other ZFC, because it does help keep it overheating. I should get one for the Z30 to see if that works, but I'm not too sure. I got it as a product showcase thing, overhead boom arm. So with the ceiling fan and the lens pointing downward, it's not overheated since I've had it there. And this is in the summertime, folks. So sometimes you have to break in cameras, but sometimes you need that fan to dissipate the heat. Just speeding a little bit, get in front of this Tahoe. And I keep getting in the left lane because there's cars that get behind me, and then I get in the right lane so they can pass me up. Now you see, if they stay ahead of me, then there's no problem me getting into the left lane. I don't have to slow down. So they're both on intelligent auto. I'm letting it do its thing. It likes 1/200th of shutter speed and f11, ISO 100 on the ZV10. I can't tell on the ZV1 Mark II. But here's Leon Valley Helotes coming up. So this is about the area where my sister lives. She lives around Callahan, between Callahan and Babcock. And there's 16. I could have took 16 all the way through. I think this is more of a pleasant ride. There we go. So I see I went down to 60 miles an hour. Into cloud cover. .125 ISO, f2.8 at 1/2000, I think. So now you can tell the difference between shutter speed and aperture. So if it took 55 minutes, well, it took me longer, but I had to cut the video off because I always forget where the church is. Sleeping bag or something. It looked like a guy laying there, but it wasn't. So they got stuff over here too. I think they're just going to have signs across. Could be wrong. This is at the start of the construction, especially when I get to Interstate 10. I can start seeing the barrels, so here it comes. I can still see noise, I think, volume. See, this is the tricky part. The old hash marks. So I'm in the center lane, and it's 3 lanes. It used to be 4. So I don't know if they have the expansion yet. Around I-10 they would, because there's a lot of traffic then. I got a Jeep truck on the right and a Toyota Tundra with the top on the truck, and that's an old one. Okay. Traffic slowing. Lane inch. Left. So get in the but you can see the higher roadways that they're going. I don't know if they need it then. I don't see. I thought it'd be easier just to add a lane. You know, instead of 4 lanes, 5 lanes or 6 lanes instead of an upper deck. And when you do that, it confuses a lot of people which way to go. So like here's Interstate 10 coming up. And this is what I'm talking about. And look at all that traffic to the left. I'm going to move the ZV1 Mark II a little bit. So we're going over I-10. I went that way to Arizona and back. Visit Mom and Dean, parents. And look at all those cars, folks. And I don't know why they're slowing. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not going west. I'm going east. And I'm on the north side. Yep, they're working hard at it. See surveyors. Yep, now here's the slow patch for us. But I think that's because of 281. So I like the sign. We work from 9 in the morning till 5 in the morning. And they have 4 hours rest. Getting by Bitters Hebner, northwest side. When you get to Interstate 281, that's right in the center, goes north and south. The loop is the outer circle loop of San Antonio. The inner circle is 410. So the outer loop is about anywhere from 15 to 20 miles from the center of the city. And I think 410 is about 5 miles, something like that. So we're on the outer loop. Camera's still going strong. I'm just following that old Toyota Tundra. See where they've carved out the road. Oh my, isn't that something? Look at all those rocks. They've really done work here. So you'll get like a speed up, slow down on the traffic. picture is staying the same. ISO is changing the same. It's just the shutter speed that's changing on the Intelligent Auto on the Sony ZV1. But viewing the pictures, especially when I go underneath the bridge, they look exact. So 24 millimeters for each. I get it right on the nose. So this will be a great comparison on the two cameras. See where 1604 interchanges and 281. The wee moment is coming up, but we're not going on it. We're staying on 1604 this time. So I think there's just a little bit more construction to the left. And then they're finished. So I see it's 2 lanes here. You can see where people are going to South 281 or north. And on the very upper one, which is right here, is one I think it's the highest point in San Antonio. I think it's higher than the 410 one and 281, and also the higher than the I think the I-35 410. I-37 and 410. And so you got this car right here, 70 miles an hour speed limit, and he's pushing it. He's tailgating the truck. And I'm going to get in the right. It's making me nervous. I let cars pass me all the time. No problem. Lane to the right is going to end, so I want to get in front of this truck. And then I'll be happy. So I know the ZV1 is still recording, and I know the ZV1 Mark II is recording because I can still see the LCD screen, even if it's dark. The only time I can really tell is when it goes underneath a overpass or underneath the bridge or whatever. I can see this screen. And usually when I have it dark, it's to save battery life, because if you have it on bright, battery life does go down. But the ZV1 is plugged into the 110 volt, so the only time it will turn off is if it overheats. So this is the area you usually see me driving, northeast side. And right at the curve, about two exit signs. On the second exit sign is where I get off, as it starts going on the east side. 1604. Millburgers. That's we can buy plants and trees and stuff. Grass. I'm wanting to get off of 1604 and take another route, but I promised a complete cycle of 1604, and we're going to do it. Not bad. I'm traveling at 50 miles an hour in the 70 mile an hour speed limit, but you got to remember they got construction also on the east side. More apartments to the right. That's all we need. They could be duplexes too. So you see cell phone towers all over the place. So the cell phone is excellent. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. 3 on the right, 1 on the left on the other side of the highway, or on the loop. So there's the Green Mountain Cement Factory to the left. See the American flag. I got an equipment depot. There's Green Mountain Road. A lot of warehouses to the right. UPS. See? Not too bad. A few stoplights. The camera may be a little bit warm on the ZV1 Mark II. I got the Tesla behind me, the white one. Seeing more each day. And we almost made a complete cycle of 1604, but I see traffic being stalled, and plus I'm starving, so I'm going to get me a Whataburger. Ah, ZV1 just crashed. Or the Mark II. ZV-E10 or no, it was the ZV-E10 that crashed. Wow. Oh. Okay, that's Taco Bell. Wrong one. 2. Recording on the, I don't know if I have enough storage space. That's what it's warning me about, so I'm going to turn it off. Hi there.
Hi.
Number 1?
Yes, sir. The combo or just a sandwich?
The combo.
Medium or large?
Large.
Into drink?
Large vanilla milkshake.
Got it. Vanilla shake on that. And on that burger, did you want cheese?
No, I don't.
Mustard, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion is okay?
That's excellent.
Salt, pepper, ketchup?
No, I'm good.
A name?
That's it.
Your name?
Oh, Randy. I'm sorry.
You're good. It's gonna be 11:45.
See, I didn't know if you were going to take it or...
And I'm gonna put you in my right-hand lane as well.
Okay.
My outside lane. So whenever you pull forward, just stay in lane number 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna assist you outside in just a moment. If you'd
All
like
right.
that receipt, whenever you get up there, you can ask for it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Have a good day.
You too. Okay. So, I'm going to turn on the ZV1 Mark II, and I'm going to look at the menu and the file. No, wrong one. I have to look at the playback, see if there's any disk storage. Okay, is that good? Good. Good. Okay. Let's go to menu. Gotta look for storage. No, that's not it. Not it either. Okay, I have no idea, folks, on the disk space. Okay, I just turned it off. But the ZV1 Mark II still recorded, I think. So I can turn off the Rode wireless mic. My pocket. We just have the lavalier on. Hope we got no interference. Alright, turn it off. There we go. And I'm gonna take this down. I'll put it down there. With now I'm going to unplug my lav mic to get to the cable. And I'm going to move this camera in here. It's still recording, I think. I'm thinking I'm seeing a red line. I'm trying to change it. Yeah, still going good. Put the lav mic back on. Okay. Let me set the camera up. I've been trying to keep it out of the sun. I'm going to do this real quick. Just set it down here. I can put on a lap mic. Okay. Still trying to keep it out of the sun. A little warm, but we got it in front of the vents. And that's a secret. See? Ah, it got brighter too. 1/250th, f2.8, ISO 125. Automatic white balance. And you can see the lights blinking. Put this in park. This is driver's well, so you have the camera legs on top of there. I just had this camera up here. It did excellent. And when I get my hamburger, I'll put it back down. So the ZV10 does a real good job. There's gyms across the Nacogdoches. Sure, it's taking a long time. Okay. There it comes.
Randy, right?
You betcha.
All right, this is both for you. You have a good day.
Thank you. Okay. And we're off and running. Now, I just put this back. Put the rubber feet on. It doesn't look centered. I deal with this every day, folks. Okay, now I gotta straighten up the camera. And I think I do this and do this. That way you don't see it. And I think it's still at 24 millimeters. But I won't swear to it. Probably still see the windshield wipers. I should move it back on the speaker. That's not too bad on here either. So I moved it to where the ZV10 was. I think on the ZV10 I ran out of disk space, okay? It didn't overheat or anything, it's just out of disk space. So, this is a terabyte. ZV10 had 256 gigabytes. So I got one huge file, folks. And it wouldn't surprise me if I have like 300 gigabytes worth of files. But this also proves to me too, for disk storage, you don't have to have the fastest speed. Okay, it can record in 4K 30. Fine. It'll do a lot better in 1080p also. So I can record in different formats. I can record in 1080p, and then I can record in 4K. Could you tell the difference? I don't know. I've done those videos. No one has replied. I do get replies that my videos do put people to sleep. They have problems sleeping, so they turn on one of my videos and they go right to sleep. It's either my content or my voice. It's either soothing, and if they go to sleep, I hope it doesn't become a nightmare. See, I don't know if they're going to go down this stretch of the road, because they got drainage to the right. They might work in this area right here by the light, but I'm not sure either. Anyhow, at my neighborhood, and here we go. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. People are stopping by. I don't want to talk to them. They want to do repairs. I don't want them. I just want to go to lunch, eat my lunch, and take a nap. Excuse me. So anyhow, park, engine. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay safe, keep smiling, and until next time, I'll see you then. Goodbye.